Happy Friday, everyone. This is Spencer, and today I am playing Rift. I assume you have to pronounce it that way because they put it in all capital letters. So whenever you say it, you have to say Rift, which I think is kind of a weird way to go with marketing. But anyway, I wasn't actually planning on playing Rift, but those assholes at multiplaying.net forced me to, essentially. They talked about it nonstop, about how great it was, and so finally I bowed to their insidious pressure and I started playing it. So I'm playing with them, I'm playing in their guild, and so far I'm having a good time, but they're still a bunch of jerks. I did want to point out that this is not going to be a review, really. I've only played Rift for a day. I don't consider that to be long enough time to really get a feel for the game and give a recommendation on whether or not you should play it. This is more going to just be me describing how the game works, and maybe you can make a decision based on that. Now, first, it's an MMO, so you immediately have to talk about similarities to other MMOs. And one of the most striking similarities, and sort of refreshing to me, is to the Warhammer MMO. You may remember, or may not, that I did a Warhammer MMO podcast called Warp a few years ago. And I did enjoy the game up to a point. There were some sort of structural flaws with the way the company operated that ended up pushing me away. But the game was actually fairly solid, and specifically public quests. And what a public quest is an area that you enter into and stuff is happening and you can participate. Regardless of whether you're in a group with anybody or anything like that, you just run into the area and you start doing stuff, and little quest objectives appear on the side, and you get benefits for doing this. And apparently the people at Treon who made Rift, they liked that so much that they made a whole game based around that. And in fact, the name of the game, Rift, is that's named after the mechanic that they have. These rifts open up, and you have to do stuff to get them closed, and that's kind of fun. Interface-wise, you're going to look at it and you're going to see it looks very similar to WoW, and that's because every MMO has to look like WoW these days. I don't really think it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just sort of the baseline that players expect. I remember back when I was playing EQ, I always pressed I to open my inventory. And I still do it. I want to hit I and have my inventory open. But now it's B for bags, and that's thanks to WoW, so thanks a lot, WoW. Beyond that sort of the Rift structure and the interface, there are some very unique elements to Rift, and that is the class structure specifically. There are 4 main class archetypes. There's fighter, mage, rogue, and cleric. They might be named slightly different than that, I don't remember. But within them, there's a whole bunch of different, they call them souls. And they're basically subclasses. And I don't know, there's maybe 10 for each section, maybe 8 or 10, something like that. So you pick up to 3 at a time. So you're a fighter, but within fighter, you choose, say, champion or paladin or beastmaster. My character is a beastmaster with champion, and I forget what the other one is. It lets me add magic to my attacks and stuff like that. And with those 3 skills, you can sort of customize your class into your own thing. And it's really, really in-depth, and I look forward to exploring it a little bit more. It is a bit intimidating. I get a little nervous when I have to make my own class because I'm always afraid I'm going to do it wrong. But we'll see how it turns out. Now, the game has a lot of those rifts because the game is called Rift, and those are a lot of fun. I already explained those. But there's sort of bigger event that happens in areas that I haven't all the way figured out yet, and that's invasions. Or I think they're called invasions, something like that. And what happens is a whole bunch of rifts open all at once, and enemies pour out and they start attacking strongholds. And I haven't quite figured out how they move around yet, but I got to take part in one earlier, and it was a lot of fun. Basically, there's a lot about the game that I don't understand yet. I am only level, I don't know, 11, I think I hit today, and it's a 50 level game, so I got a long way to go before I really have my mind wrapped around everything. I didn't play a whole lot of beta, so I don't have a whole lot to go on there. But I am enjoying it so far, and if that's enough for you to give it a shot, let me know, and I'll tell you what server I'm on, and you can come play with me. Do you have any intention of playing Rift? Or, I'm sorry, oh, I messed up. Do you have any intention of playing Rift? Let me know. See you guys on Monday.